All right, we are back with CJ again because we have some breaking news, which is
CJ, why don't you tell us the honor that you just received?
The honor that I just received, which is still a little bit of a surprise, to be honest, is the Midwest Independent Bookseller Association has named me the Bookseller of the Year in the Midwest.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so that's like there's like 8 states in the Midwest map, and it's just there's so many good booksellers that it is really an honor to be amongst them, but also just sort of a pretty big shock for me, to be honest.
Well, I think, your bookstore's been around roughly 3 years.
Mhm.
So to get it 3 years in, that has to say something about you, about what you're trying to do. Do you know what some of the judging criteria was?
It's on their website. I think that they are looking for folks who are trying to create sort of safe spaces in the community and, interact with the community, and just maybe trying to, like, it's not really about necessarily like how much money you make or, that.
Right.
It's like what are you actively doing to try to maybe create change or create opportunities, or I'm sure it's worded so much better on their
Right.
on their website. But I was able to see, one of the people that nominated me, like what they wrote, and they wrote about how we're a queer owned indie bookshop in a small town in Wisconsin.
All right.
And last year about this time we had picketers, we've gotten death threats, hate messages. A lot of people have tried to sort of indicate that they're not real happy that we're there. There's a lot of people who are really happy that we're there, but you have to navigate a lot of hate. But sometimes when white supremacists aren't happy with what you're doing, then it means you're on the right track. So
Amen to
that's
that.
what I try to remind myself.
Yeah.
And so I think the person who nominated me wanted to just speak to the opportunities that we provide, even though we're getting a lot of sort of pushback and hate from some people. But there's just like there's been so many people that show up for us and are so supportive and loving and kind, and there's just no way that we would have even made it to our 3rd birthday without all of the support.
Right.
And I have a lot of support beyond too, because I have a lot of Minnesota people, and with my Teacher of the Year stuff, I have people sort of all over the place, and they have been. There's so much love and support, and that has been remarkable, honestly.
I think one of the reasons that sort of that nastiness is so loud is because there's not very many of them, honestly, and they have to be loud.
Yeah,
there's a lot more kindness in the world.
More than I would like, but yes,
always. Yes.
Yeah,
it's kind of the squeaky wheel
syndrome,
syndrome, right?
Yeah.
It just makes the most noise, so you're attracted to that attention, but it can drown out the louder but more subtle noise of the people that support you. So.
And when you are supporting identities and voices of folks that have been historically oppressed, people who need them to stay oppressed for their own power and control will try to stop you from doing that work. And so again, that means
you're doing it right.
I'm on the right track.
That's right.
Yeah, because they definitely are trying to stop what I'm doing.
Well, congratulations. I
Thank
think it's really
you.
fantastic, particularly like Ken said, your 3 birthday, like that's a pretty amazeballs accolade to get already.
You.
So
Something you can book.
Yeah. And I think having it makes me feel like they have my back.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
And especially now at a time where I'm trans, non-binary, and trixic, and at a time where there's just so much extra. There's always hate, but there's like extra hate right now. And so to know that there's this organization in Wisconsin that is like, we got you, we see you, we're going to help lift you up. Like that really is a huge gift that they're giving me.
That's wonderful.
All right.
I love it.
Perfect. Well, congrats again.
Thank you.